Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, welcome to the Shen Show on this Friday, December the 6th, 2019. Looks like we're going to be in for a cool down. Yep, weather-wise, we're going to be cooling down. Local weather. Gonna be chilly, chilly, chilly. It's 43 degrees out there right now, and we're gonna be seeing how much our weather's gonna change. Change. There we go. Alrighty then. What we're looking for is just a little bit of the old. Uh, Tonight's temperature is going to be dropping. Some clouds, and this evening will give way to mainly clear skies overnight. Lows near 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then Saturday, December the 7th, we got sunny skies, highs around 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and south to southwest, south to southeast winds 10 to 20, or 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Saturday night, mostly clear skies, lows around 36 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Getting cold, and it's just because I'm reading the weather. Ooh. Alrighty. Sunday, December the 8th, a mixture of clouds and sun early, then becoming cloudy later on in the day. Highs around 58 degrees Fahrenheit, winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Sunday night, cloudy skies early with showers late at night. Lows around 49 degrees Fahrenheit, winds 5 or south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain, 60%. Monday, December the 9th, cloudy with showers. Highs around 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds west to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain, 40%. And then cloudy overnight. Lows around 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then partly cloudy skies, clear, colder, and highs around 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds west to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour on Tuesday, December the 19th. December the 10th. Sorry, partly cloudy. Lows around 20 degrees. Winds west at northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour overnight. And then, to wrap it up, for Wednesday, December the 11th, mostly sunny, that's right, sunshine, along with some clouds intervals. Highs around 31 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Wednesday night, a few clouds overnight, lows around 14 degrees Fahrenheit, winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And so that concludes your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. You will notice that I'm having some extreme muscle spasms and whatnot. Well, that's just due to the fact that I'm right now on some slight withdrawal symptoms from one of my medications because one of my medication bottles, my volume, has disappeared, been lost, and so therefore I don't have that medication in my system right now, and I've got an expedited script coming out hopefully overnight, if at all possible. If not, then I will have to wait till Monday for it to roll in. But I got started on it as soon as I could after I read some of the side effects that you could have when This is the goofiest thing. Yeah, here you go. You want to see side effects from it? How about this? Uh, oh, where's it at? I know where I've got it. I've already got it in here. Let's just try that. Boom. I'm going to move her on down. Yeah, here you go. Now, this makes no sense to me. What is the volume diazepam withdrawal? Okay, anyone who has taken Valium or for over 4 months or even less in some cases may experience withdrawal symptoms. Valium begins accumulating in the body the longer it's taken. Now, as Valium builds up, the body cuts back its production of natural anxiety relieving chemicals. Now, Valium users experience stronger withdrawals. Sorry about that. Valium users experience stronger withdrawal symptoms as the body starts depending more on the drug to fill the void left by the drug. Now, once a physical dependency has developed, the user needs Valium to function and prevent the symptoms of withdrawal. Valium users also often increase their doses to counter withdrawal symptoms as their tolerance to the drug increases. Okay, so how do you quit? It sounds like it's impossible. Withdrawal from Valium can be dangerous, so users should never try to quit cold turkey. This can lead to seizures, coma, and other potentially fatal outcomes. Quitting Valium requires medical management as the body and brain recalibrate to be able to function properly without the drug. Benzodiazepam, which is what I'm on, like Valiums, are some of the most difficult drugs to go through withdrawal from due to their severity and duration of withdrawal. For the majority of Valium addicts, the initial acute withdrawal lasts for an extended period of time up to 90 days. The post-acute withdrawal phase is also often a difficult process as it may last from 18 to 24 months. So, symptoms can include common symptoms: abdominal cramps, headaches, tremors, sweating, muscle pain, vomiting, severe anxiety, confusion, restlessness and insomnia, numbness, pain, panic attacks, memory issues, sensory hypersensitivity, heart palpitations, and muscle twitching. More serious complications can also arise depending on the severity of use, including hallucinations, seizures, depressionalization, numbness, tightening in the arms and or legs, delirium, psychosis, convulsions, coma, and death. So these are the things that I have to watch out for. Especially the one death there. That one. That one's the scary one. So anyway, I had to file a police report on the fact that my medication was missing. So I've got a police report out there floating around just for my missing medication. So that's on the line. That's on the books now. Yay. Along with the police report I filed a couple of weeks ago. How many police reports can I end up filing? A couple of weeks ago it was a robbery. Now on a drug thing. And so now what's going on? Who knows? One of these days we'll get all my life all straightened out. And I'll be able to perform like a natural human being. Like today, my caregiver provider company decided that they were going to send me someone new for today's care. And well, that would be all fine and good, but they didn't let me know yesterday that they were sending somebody new, and they didn't even that person never did show up today. So um, I ended up having more issues. So we'll just go with that. We'll leave it at that. Uh, what else was I going to talk about? Anyway, hey, yesterday I sang quite a few songs, but I didn't get any response to those songs. So I don't know. I guess nobody liked them. I tried some different stuff. I kind of tried to flip it all around the whole page. I didn't tell all stories. I just told different. I done some different ones. Uh, didn't do story songs. I done all kinds of different songs. Jumped around here and there, just trying to change it up a bit. Yeah, that's what it was. And now that I'm not doing any live, not broadcasting live, and uh, I might have to go back to live because it sure seems to be able to upload a video a lot quicker that way than it does this way. Doing it this way because this way just kindly is the pits. Anyway, there are things going on around St. Charles, but I've been doing that over and over. You know, the downtown on Main Street, we had an issue down there for the Christmas traditions. The city had roadblocked off Main Street and for just one-way traffic right down the middle and no parking on the and no parking on Main Street. Well, that was a very difficult problem for our storefront owners that are trying to make a living down on Main Street because, well, Christmas is their big time of year right now, especially with Christmas traditions going on. And so they were supposed to, they sued the city and they won their case. And so therefore Main Street is now back open for parking and for uh, visiting all the shops and purchasing Christmas items and visiting with the characters from the Christmas traditions. Also, I talked about 'Twas the Night Before Christmas being read at the historical site on Main Street, 200 South Main. So don't forget to remember to go and catch that show. It's always good, always fun, good times. And Santa Claus is at Bass Pro and Cabela's, apparently at Cabela's too. I guess they're a one owner thing now, so look how much sporting goods they got a conglomeration on the sporting goods, a monopoly on the market. Not exactly. Well, I was going to say not exactly because Kmart still sells, but Kmart doesn't have sporting goods. And I don't even know that Walmart has a sporting goods store anymore. We'll check that out. Does Walmart still sell sporting goods? Go to sleep. Well, in Winsville they do. And they've got shotguns and all kinds of stuff. Image for Walmart's still selling sporting goods. So in Winsville they sure do. They got quite a big selection in there. Of course, those are 12 gauge. I don't know that they've got rifles. Are those rifles? Yep, they've got rifles and they've got the whole 9 yards. Folks, they've got it all. Okay, so Walmart does still sell sporting goods. Aha, that's a good thing to know. At least it's a good thing to know. Let's see, what else? Anybody else got any? I wish, that when I was going live, that people would comment with me, or talk to me, so that I could come up with answers of things to be doing things that people could ask me and I could answer them or whatever. But it's not working. It wasn't working out. And right now today, I've really messed up on my timing again because I was getting in between 1 and 3, and today I was extremely cold. Part of the withdrawal symptoms, along with the fact that my muscles are a little tight. So we're just kind of winging it, playing it by ear. Let's see. Just kind of playing it by ear and seeing what's going on as we keep going through it. Let's see. Um, Anything else that I wanted to mention? Let's see. I don't know. I could sing another couple of songs, uh, or maybe tell some stories. Let's see. Are there any stories to tell? I could tell a story about this one time. There was this feller, and he was apparently Russian because they called him Rudolph the Red. And well, Rudolph the Red, he had some friends, but they weren't really friendly friends. They used to not let him play with them, especially when they were playing games. And well, there was this one time that he was out playing games on his own, and he figured out that he could do something that a lot of those other friends couldn't do right away. He could fly. He could fly really well. Well, Rudolph the Red, he ended up uh, getting a job one time that brought all the other reindeer, I mean, all the other Ruskies, into uh, into all his other friends. There we go. Brought all his other friends into really liking him a whole lot. That's what they done. So anyway, Rudolph the Red and his friends, they all got happy together and they shouted out with glee. Sure did. That's right. Um, that used to be a book that was given away um, by not Montgomery Ward. Who was it that gave away the book? Let's see. Who gave away the book Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Montgomery Ward? No. Yeah, it was Montgomery Ward Department Stores gave away the book Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's right, Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward had. Okay, here, we'll just bring that up. Yes, that's right. Robert May grew up in the affluent, secular Jewish home in New Russia, New York. He had a brother and two sisters. One of the sisters, Evan, Everly May, is the grandmother of the well-known economist Steve D. Levitt, who wrote the book Fredonomics. Well, the other sister, Margaret, married songwriter Johnny Marks in 1947, and May graduated Phi Beta Kappa from Dartmouth College in 1962. May's parents were hit hard by the Great Depression of 1929 and lost their wealth. Sometime in the 1930s, May moved to Chicago and took a job as a low-paid house advertising copywriter for Montgomery Wards. In early 1939, May's bosses at Montgomery Ward asked him to write a cheery Christmas book for shoppers and suggested that an animal be the star of the book. Montgomery Ward had been buying and giving away coloring books for Christmas every year, and it was decided that creating their own book would save money and be a nice goodwill gesture. And so Everly May died. Okay, would be a nice gesture. May's wife Everly had contracted contracted cancer in 1937 and was quite ill as he started on the book in early 1939. May drew on memories of his own painfully shy childhood when creating his Rudolph stories. He decided on making a reindeer the central character of the book because his then 4-year-old daughter, Barbara, loved the deer in the Chicago Zoo. He ran verses and chapters of the Rudolph poem by Barbara to make sure that they entertained children. Then the final version of the poem was first read to Barbara and his wife's parents. Everly May died in July 1939. She is interred at St. Joseph Cemetery, Rival Grove, Cook County, Illinois. His boss offered to take him off the book assignment in light of his wife's death, and May refused and completed the poem in August of 1939. The Rudolph poem booklet was first distributed during the 1939 holiday season. Shoppers loved the poem, and 2.4 million copies were distributed. Wartime reactions on paper used prevented a reissue until 1946. Now, in that year, another 3.6 million copies were distributed to Montgomery Ward's shoppers. In 1946, May received an offer from a company that wanted to do a spoken word record of the poem. May could not give his approval, and be compensated because Montgomery Ward held the rights to the poem. In late 1946 or early 1947, Sewall Avery, the company's president, gave the copyrights to the poem to May, free and clear. The spoken word poem version of the poem was a sales success. Then, in 1947, Henry Edenbaum, the head of Maxon Publishers, a small New York publishing company, took a chance and put an updated print edition of the Rudolph poem book. Other publishers had passed on the book, believing that the distributor of millions of free copies had ruined the market. The book was a bestseller. And in 1948, May's brother-in-law, Johnny Marks, wrote words and music. An adaptation of Rudolph adaptation of Rudolph. Though the song was turned down by such popular vocalists as Bing Crosby and Dinah Shore, it was recorded by the singing cowboy Gene Autry. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was released in 1949 and became a phenomenal success, selling more records than any other Christmas song, with the exception of White Christmas. And the rest, my friends, is history. Alrighty. That song does kind of go like this. Song lyrics, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And then how the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, he'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glowed. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa. Hello? Hello. I'm right in the middle of doing a blog. Actually, I was singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So anyway, that was my brother chiming in. Anyway, that's the end of that, and let's do our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And today's devotion is, what is today's devotion called? Gifts from Above. There you go. Can't beat that. Can't beat a gift from above. That would be probably mammoth. Matthew is what we're going to be reading today. Matthew. Whoops, that didn't work. Matthew. One 18 through 25. That's what we're going to be reading. Matthew 18 through 25. Wink, wink. All right. Alrighty, Matthew 18 through 25. Joink. There we go. Joseph accepts Jesus as his son. Okay, well, there you go. I guess that would be a gift from above. This is how the birth of Jesus, the Messiah, came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be pregnant through the Holy Spirit. Because Joseph, her husband, was faithful to the law and yet did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophets. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. And when Joseph woke up, he did what the angel of the Lord had commanded him to do, and took Mary home as his wife. But he did not consummate their marriage until she had given birth to a son, and he gave him the name Jesus. And there you have it. That would be today's Daily Bread. And that brings us to the end of our program. So I'm going to have to say, well, thank you for tuning into the Shen Show. And as always, you know God loves you, and so do I. So be blessed. And come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here, and I hope you are too.